And what's up, everybody? Your boy Blake, Money Blake Weather. Another episode of the Loaded Joe's MMA podcast. Again, shout out to all of our sponsors. I'll be sure to tag them, and you can always see who they are right below every time we do an interview. So we shout out to them. Right now, we got a guy from one of my favorite organizations because I love their CEO, the Presidente Tim Loy. He's an awesome dude. From Valor Fights, more specifically, Valor Fights 41 on March 11th, we got Kobe Wall, who will be fighting Zach Cook. Kobe, how you doing, my man?
I'm good, brother. What's up, man?
Bro, I'm chilling. I'm doing good. It's almost the weekend. How you doing, man? You getting ready for a fight, man. How are you doing?
Doing good. Just got home, got out of the shower just not long ago. Actually, got home from my night session. I did about 6 to 9 tonight, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. tonight, and got home, got some grub, showered, and about to hit the sack.
Nice, man. Thank you for taking some time, though. I always appreciate it at night
Absolutely.
and during, right before you go into fight week. To walk me through, though, man, I talk to so many fighters. I'm always eager to find out, like, what's a day in your life like? You're 1 week out from the fight, almost about 1 week out from the weigh-in. What's a typical day like for you, though?
So, normally I'll get up anywhere between 8, 10 o'clock. Get up, I'll go to the gym. I'll train 2 or 3 hours in the morning.
Hmm.
Get some lunch, come back home, do some stuff around the house, things that need to get done, whether it's laundry or meal prep or whatever, just get some shit around the house done, rest a little bit, and then I'll go back at it tonight. Or, at the night, I'll go usually 6 to 9, 6 to 10 at night, almost every single night, and then just kind of come home, eat again, unwind, and sleep and start all over the next day. So
Jesus.
these next 2 weeks will be very uncomplicated for me. It'll just be two-a-day sessions, making sure my diet's right, making sure my camp's finishing up smoothly, no injuries, and ready to go in there and get another W.
Man. I like the attitude. I like what's going on. Eat, sleep, grind, repeat.
That's
Pretty
right.
pretty simple. That's the ingredients that would be on. You put some shampoo. That's eat, sleep, grind, repeat. That's all it is right there, man. Uh, I love it, man. How long? Walk me through though. What is your what's your background? What's your story? Like if I'm reading, if you wrote a book and I read the summary in the back, walk me through, man. What led you here? What got you here, man?
Summary of Kobe Wall. So, long time ago, I was always the kid in high school that tried to stay out of trouble, tried not to get in too many fights and stuff, and um, got out of high school. And between high school and college, I stayed with one of my brothers in Atlanta, and I saw this commercial. Um, Nathan Webb has a gym up here. It's called Hard Knocks, School of Hard Knocks. Saw the commercial on television, and I was like, man, I want to try that out. I'm a badass. I can fight. I grew up on a farm, dude. And I went over there, man, and I swear this little like 13 or 14-year-old kid whooped my ass. And I mean, I was like 18, 19, 20 years old. I mean, I was a grown man, but this little kid whooped my ass. And I was like, how can this little child do this to me? And it had nothing to do with that I was older or that I was bigger or that I was more mature.
Right.
This kid was skilled in something that I knew nothing about. And it just piqued an interest in me. It just lit a fire, and I started training. And for me, it's always been about I want to be better than the next guy.
Right.
And my next guy is Zach Cook, and I'm better than him. I'm gonna be better than him on that night, and that's just what it is for me. It's just like being competitive, being the number one, always winning. That's just me.
I like it, man. I like how you started off too, because it's like kind of reminiscing. Like I didn't really do too much. Kind of like you were Harry Potter in the beginning, and now you're like Billy Badass. And I love it, man. I love the transition. You know what I'm saying? I love it,
That's
man.
right.
I love
The
it.
School of Dark Arts. You know.
He went there, man. He did it. I was like, Harry Potter don't have tattoos. This motherfucker got tattoos and shit. Uh, I love it, man. I love so. Why am I hearing though? Why am I hearing all around as this fight as there's promotion for this? Why am I hearing your name come around, man? What have you been doing? What have you been doing to these people? Why am I hearing your name so much going on, man?
I don't know, man. Just I guess doing the right thing. I'm a kind of guy that I don't really half-ass anything. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right and give it 130%. And that's what I've done since the beginning. And I knew one day it would pay off. And I had 16 amateur MMA fights. Um, I went
Jesus.
fif- I went 15-1 as an amateur, yeah, in MMA. I had four Muay Thai fights, 4-0 in Thai as an amateur. So I had a lot of experience coming up as an amateur, and for me, it's just, put in the work, work hard, do it the right way, and one day it'll pay off. And I think this is just the hard work paying off, man. This is a bigger fight for me. It's against a tougher opponent. It'll be my fourth pro fight in MMA. So, just looking to succeed, man. So
That's it right there, man. That's the dream right there, right? Like to have some good solid foundation, come in there, and then have people talk about you, right? Because that's what's going on in the sport right now. Everybody,
it's all about the talk, man.
it's all about the talk, man. That's exactly
That's
it.
right.
I love it, man. And so with this fight, with what's going on and everything like that, what are I'm always curious. What are when weekends where there's big fights like UFC? Do you watch UFC?
Yeah, I watch UFC, but I'll be honest, man. I know quite a few fighters in the UFC. I'm good friends with a few, so for me, it's just like watching another buddy fight, whether it's live, whether it's over the television. It's just another day, just like fighting. It's just part of the life and times. Some people get up and they drive to work and they sit behind a cubicle and they type on a typewriter or type computer, and then they go home and do it all over again the next day. The fight life, the fight grind, this world, it's just another day. So I know there's a big fight this weekend. Khabib's fighting
Tony
man,
Ferguson.
yeah, Tony. Khabib's fighting Tony. That's a big fight. But I'll be honest with you, man. A guy that's local down here in Southeast Georgia, Wonder Boy. He's a buddy of mine. Wonder Boy's fighting again. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to seeing. I thought he won the first fight. Just being honest, I may be a little biased because I know him, but I thought he won the first fight. But at the same time, when you're the champion, you got to take the belt, and he didn't take the belt. So I kind of I understand. But yeah, man, watching the fights, whether it's local, live, it's all the same.
Yeah, no,
Fighting.
I'm super biased too. I've had Wonder Boy on the show about 4 times, but he's so cool, man. Like I'll just text him, like when I watch a movie, I'm like, "What do you think about this movie, man?" Or like I'll text him after the fights. Like we're not like best friends, but like he's so cool. Like we stay in touch, right?
He's a
Um,
good
he,
dude, man. His
he,
dad is awesome. They're good people. I know them both. They're just good individuals, man.
yeah,
They're good people.
yeah. And every time he comes on the podcast, half the time when we talk about MMA, we're talking about like comic books and movies and like other shit. Cause like, yeah, it's fucking. You're gonna do like Kobe. Like, how many interviews have you done? Like, I'm sure it's like, okay, I'm fucking done with talking about like this shit. Like, let's fucking do the fight, or let's talk about some other shit I want to talk about. But yeah, no, I love Wonder Boy. I'm super biased. I had it either for him or a draw, the last one, but that was just me. The reason I bring up this though is because I know for like fights, a lot of people like to hang out with their friends. You drink the
Hmm.
beer, eat some wings or cheeseburgers and shit. But you can't do that, right? Like you gotta like. So what are camps like for you? Is everybody around you like eating bad shit, and you're like, "Fuck you! Stop looking at me with those chicken, with them wings in your mouth," and what I'm saying? Like, what's it like for you? Do you just kind of keep it chill? Do you not, like what if when watching a fight, like you can't usually do the same things you can't do? You see
Yeah.
where I'm going with
So
this?
yeah. So when we go out, it's usually some close buddies, and a lot of them are in the fight game, so they kind of know. If you're in a camp, it's kind of a don't be a dick about it.
Right.
But I usually guys in my gym, they're usually always in a fight camp. And at some point, you're gonna have 4 or 5, 6 guys at a fight camp, getting ready for fights. Like tonight. Tonight I trained Cody. Cody's got a tie fight coming up. Brandon's got a tie fight coming up the 24th of March for NFC. Thomas Woolley, he's a teammate of mine. He's fighting on the same Valor card as me He's defending his 145 belt for Valor the same night, March 18th. Um, Josh has a fight coming up in April 22nd. And Jason has a fight early April. So that's 6 guys right there that we're training tonight that are all in a camp, all, eating clean, doing the right thing. So there's a good chance that we all may hang out and watch the fights this weekend. So we just kind of know, nobody drinks alcohol. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it the right way. And a lot of the guys in my gym, that's how we feel. So they're usually not asses about it, but there have been times when you go out with friends and they want to eat the wings and drink the beer, and
Right.
you're just looking around like, "Fuck my life."
Could you shoot me now, please? Can you just shoot me now? Like I'm done. Like let me. I like it, man. I like this is gonna segue really well. There's always a thing I like to do close to the end of the interview called random ass questions, and it's just random ass questions, bro. I'm telling you, this is an MMA podcast, but we do some other shit over here, man. I love it. All right, first random ass question though, and this is gonna be tying right nicely with what we're doing. Favorite drink at the bar when you're at the bar, man, or even at home?
Oh, my wife over here, she can answer that easily. So I have a drink. Like me and her, we actually met at a bar that we used to work at back in college.
Oh shit!
And so I bartended a little bit, and I used to just mix up random shit.
I like it
to see if it tasted good.
I like it.
It's really weird, but if like they're known as like a Coca-Cola gun. It's the gun that's got all the different buttons on it.
Yeah. You could just press all the soda.
Correct. Yeah. So it's weird. If you press the Sprite button and the Coke button together,
Okay.
it just gives you a sweet, different kind of taste of a carbonated drink.
Yeah.
When you mix it with vodka and you put a little bit of a slice of orange in it, it's just awesome. And so my favorite drink is Sprite, Coke, vodka.
What? Yeah. Do you have a name for this? Is this called the Kobe? What is this called, man?
What did they used to call it? No, I guess not. I just asked her. I thought for some reason I kind of feel like they did call it something, but anyway, yeah, we'll call it the Kobe.
I call it the Kobe. I love it, man. All right, favorite movie of all time, man.
Oh man, that's a tough one, man. We're big movie gurus. We watch a movie almost every single night. Favorite movie of all time, yeah, The Guardian. She's over there saying it. The Guardian. So it's a movie about the U.S. Coast Guard. It's got Ashton Kutcher and
Kevin Costner, right?
Kevin Costner. Yeah.
Yep.
Two in it. Just a phenomenal movie, man. It's good.
It was. It reminded me that one, and I think it was very equatable to what was that one, Ladder 41 or whatever, with John Travolta and what's it was kind of equatable because I'm like, oh, it's kind of the same movie except one's a firefighter, the other one they're Coast Guards. But I know which one you're talking about, man. It's a very I don't like to watch it because it gives me allergies in my eyes, where stuff comes. You know what I'm saying?
Bugs flying around the kid in your eye, man.
He's just like you're like what's going on right there? With 3 artists on your playlist when you're working out, you gotta have, man.
Oh, when I'm working out, Pandora, and Pandora. Man, it really doesn't matter. I'll be honest, man. Whoever invented Pandora, they're a freaking genius because we'll just find just a random playlist on Pandora and just train. I'll be honest. I like country music, but I don't like to train to country music. I grew up on a pretty large farm, so I'm a kind of a redneck a little bit. Yeah, when I'm training, man, it really doesn't matter. I don't like country, but rock or classic, old school rock or rap music, hip hop, R&B. Doesn't matter, man. Anything.
I like it, man. I thought you were gonna get into a country conversation because I live here in Austin, Texas, so we got all kinds of country all around us, man. So yeah, I grew up on Garth Brooks and Brooks and Dunn. But let's not go down that path, man. That's a different conversation for a different day. Most exciting experience of your life.
Most exciting experience of my life. Man, it's a tough one. I've had some good times in my day.
I like it.
I have to name a few. Give me at least like 3. What's
your top 3, man?
Top 3. So, I lived in Germany for a little while,
Oh
and
shit.
just getting to experience Germany and the culture and the castles and the scenery and all the good stuff over there in Germany. Getting to see the history of World War II and all that stuff. That's at the top. Um, my first 155-pound title that I won was at the top of it's up there. It was a very awesome experience. And then the first time that I actually cornered in a UFC fight, that was
Oh,
yeah.
which fight was
So
that, man?
that was the Ultimate Fighter finale, the most recent one in Vegas. Yeah, I cornered for that fight.
Oh shit, man, that's dope. Who fought out of your camp?
So it's a good friend of mine, Sarah McMahon. She fought.
Oh shit.
She trains out of Revolution MMA, but she's a good friend of mine. We've been friends for a while, so I went out there and helped her with that fight.
Shout outs to Sarah McMahon. Jesus. Yeah, buddy. I like it. I like what's going on, man. How'd you feel when you were there? Let me ask you, man. There's not a whole bunch of people. How'd you feel when you're out there?
Man, it's crazy, man. The cameras do some weird shit to you. So I know how big I am. I know people that are around me, but it was really crazy uh, how big you look on television.
Right.
And I mean, I'm not a huge guy, but on television, like you just look big. And just getting to meet some of the guys, some of the 155ers, on television they look like monsters, but then when you're standing by them, you're like, damn, this guy's he's not that big, shit.
Right.
So that was one of the biggest like eye-opening experiences. Went to a fight in Orlando. Me and Sarah went down there to damn, who fought there? I think Cerrone and Dos Anjos. I'm
Oh
pretty sure
yeah,
that
yeah.
was
Okay, I remember that card.
in Orlando. And we were backstage at the weigh-ins, and I was sitting right beside Donald Cerrone, and I was just like, man, on television, this guy looks like a fucking monster, man. He's huge. But sitting by him, I was just like, man, he's not as big as you look on television. And then after I was on TV and saw it, it just kind of just blows your mind, really. So that was the biggest, I guess, mind-opening experience of that whole deal.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. My head is not this big in real life. Like it's really, I the hair is not that. I'm just saying, man. I need you to know these things. Final question here, man. Where can people find you on social media? Shout out any sponsors you want, man. The floor is yours, my man.
Yeah. So social media, my Snapchat and my Instagram is KW02648. My Facebook is Kobe the Great Wall. And my Twitter is Kobe Wall at Kobe Wall. So you guys look me up. I'm always putting some crazy shit up there about training and the day in the life. I'll have all my weight cut stuff on there. Basically, my Snapchat will be uh, full board with shit from the weight cut to the weigh-ins to me stomping a mud hole in somebody's ass. So you guys check it out.
And some dick pics in there. I love it, man. I love it. I'm just kidding. You might find mine, but not his. Ladies and gentlemen, Kobe Wall, Valor Fights 41, March 11th. Kobe, thank you so much for coming on, my man. Train hard, train safe, get the win. Hopefully we can have you back on in the future, my man.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for the time.
You're welcome, brother. You have a good rest of the night, my man. Peace.
Sure.